A note from the author. We have packed this book full of the most interesting scientific experiments we could find. Still, some parts are speculative, especially in later chapters. In addition, there are places where we oversimplify to make the material easier to understand. The brain is so complex that even the most sophisticated neuroscientist must simplify to build a model of the brain that's capable of being understood. Also, science is messy. Sometimes studies contradict one another, and it takes time to sort out which results are correct. Reviewing the entire body of the evidence would quickly become tedious for the reader. So we selected studies so we selected studies that have influenced the field in important ways and that reflect scientific consensus. When consensus exists, science is not only messy, it can sometimes be bizarre. The search for understanding human behavior can take strange forms. It's not like studying chemical in a test tube or even infections in living people. Brain researchers have to find ways to trigger important behaviors in a laboratory environment. Sometimes sensitive behaviors driven by position, such as fear, greed, or sexual desire. When possible, we choose studies that highlight this strangeness. Human research in all its form is tricky. It's not the same as a clinical care in which a doctor and a patient work together. To treat the illness, to treat the patient's illness, in that case, they choose whatever treatment they think will work best. And the only goal is to make the patient better. The goal of research, on the other hand, is to answer a scientific question. Even though scientists work hard to minimize the risks to their participants, the science must come first. Sometimes access to experimental treatments can be life saving, but usually research participants are exposed to risks they wouldn't experience in the course of regular clinical care. By volunteering to take part in studies, participants sacrifice some of their own safety for the benefit of others. Sick people who will enjoy a better life if the research is successful. It's like a firefighter running into a burning building to rescue the people trapped inside, choosing a place himself in danger for the welfare of others. The key element, of course, is that the research participant needs to know exactly what she is getting herself into. It's called informed consent and usually comes in the form of a lengthy document that explains the purpose of the research and lists the risks of becoming involved. It's a good system, though not perfect. Participants don't always read it carefully, especially if it's very long. Sometimes researchers leave things out because deception is an essential part of the study. But in general, scientists do their best to make sure their participants are willing partners as they tackle the mysteries of human behavior.